For the last 30 days, we've been working toward one goal, leaving East Texas behind and heading west toward the mountains of Colorado. Our destination? Crested Butte, Colorado. Dad has been snowboarding for over 30 years without a single accident. But on this trip, the mountain had other plans.
We just started our adventure to Crested Butte.
That's
the
right.
Savings was worth it completely. I'm pretty excited. We've got a long drive ahead of us, though. I'm gonna be sleeping.
I'm taking first shift.
It's like 7 hours each, so.
We're heading to Amarillo, and then we'll swap out. We'll have to drive through a little bad weather through Dallas area. We see some lightning now, but hey, it is what it is.
We're prepared. We're prepared for the worst, actually. Luckily, I think the weather in Colorado, where we're gonna camp, is gonna be a little better than we anticipated. But you know, they say it can change. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest because my clock's ticking.
Yep, you've got second shift.
I know, so I gotta get some rest. All
The
right.
longer you're awake, you don't get extra sleep.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll catch y'all later.
Our first stop, we're in Wichita Falls. It's a pretty good drive. Kind of crazy weather going through Dallas, but not too bad. It's about 2 in the morning. Got another 200 plus miles till Amarillo. Oof, that's bad coffee, but hey, keep me awake, and then we'll switch off. I'll go to sleep. Junior can drive the shift.
I took over a couple hours ago, actually, but it's been a pretty nice drive. It's very windy. We crossed into Mexico just maybe about an hour ago, but this is Kaplan Mountain. Apparently it used to be a volcano. We've been there the first time we actually came to Colorado. We stopped there. I'll throw in a couple clips
It's
here.
reversed, but it's the Kaplan Volcano Rim. 8,182 feet. It's crazy. Now, we're headed back down. Yep. But we're gonna enjoy the views.
It's a really cool place, so if you're ever in the area, you should stop by. We kind of have a tight time frame, so I guess I gotta get back on the road.
For weeks, we had been preparing for this trip. Saving money, gathering gear, and counting down the days until we could finally leave. Trips like this remind us just really how blessed we truly are to have the opportunity to explore this world and experience the beauty God created. The road west always feels different. The farther you drive, the bigger the mountains get. And somewhere along the way, the stress of everyday life fades away.
All right, guys, we just made it to Bishop's Castle, and this place is insane.
Yes, and I just woke up, so it is really crazy.
Yeah, look at that. We just saw somebody walk across here, and they were crazy. They said, "Oh my God, this thing wobbles." So, I don't know. We're gonna explore this place, but it's kind of sketchy. Even where we are now, we're like 40 feet in the air right now. And there's like no safety equipment here. There's a big old sign at the front that says, "Enter at your own risk. They're not liable, yada, yada." Yeah, it's pretty sketchy. So,
Well, let's go explore.
yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, getting down is gonna be scary.
Okay, this is right under where we just were. It's pretty cool, but we're still super high up, and this floor like moves when you step, so it's kind of sketchy.
And we were just walking up on that.
Yeah, look at this. That's where we were walking on. And then out here, there's this bridge. It is actually pretty sturdy, so not as scary. But we're about to go up there. That was the cornerstone, 1969. And then, apparently, they tried to ruin him, stop him from building this place. This awesome castle Apparently his dad built this circle part only, but he built the castle by hand. But for some reason, the Colorado government did not want him building this place. It's pretty crazy. Let's keep exploring.
So, how you doing?
Pretty sketched out, dude. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of out of breath. I think I'm supposed to go work it out.
Yeah. Especially with all the patchwork on this floor.
More?
We're almost to the top of the tower.
Yes, we would probably regret it.
Prepare yourself.
I am so high up here. This is so sketchy. Came from right there. Dad's even higher. He's way up there. If I wasn't such a chicken. Look at this. Look at that. You know, earlier in the video where I pointed where that lady was, she was right there. I'm not doing that. See how far down that is? Oh, my God, this is crazy. And it's really cold up here. Also, when we shot that video of her, we're over there, way down there. Oh, and that's the top of the dragon.
It's definitely awesome.
Dude, come check this out.
Height's issue, you won't like it. If
Yeah.
you're safety or OSHA, you definitely won't like it.
Yeah, OSHA would kill this place, but luckily it's free.
I mean, look, you just trip it.
Yeah, if you just trip the wrong way, you're dead.
When we get down to the ground, we should shoot the ball.
Yeah,
See where
see where we were. So I'm gonna put y'all
dummy
away.
climbed all the way up there.
Yeah.
Update. I am hangry.
Yes, he is. Very hangry. But we just wrapped up at the Bishop's Castle, and we're headed to Salida to get some pizza. But first, before we get there, we must do one thing.
We just stopped to get some coffee at our favorite little coffee spot in Westcliff.
It's pretty dadgum good. It's hot though.
Yeah, and actually, we didn't get the same coffee that we showed you in the coffee review video, but this is where that coffee's from.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
All the way in what? Westcliff, Colorado.
Westcliff, Colorado.
And the owner of it is actually from Dallas, Texas. We
Yeah.
met him last time we were here.
He's actually a really cool guy, so if you see this, what's up? But we gotta get back on the road because we want some pizza, and sun goes down at 5.
Well, I feel a lot better after getting some food.
Oh yes, I'm nice and full. And some awesome pizza. Thai pizza.
Yeah.
Some basil pizza.
Oh, it was just so good. We'll put some pictures up, but
It was delicious.
yes, it was. We walked over there. So you got this public parking. I forget what the name of the restaurant was.
Miko or Mika.
Oh, Amica's. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a pizza place. They had all kinds of pizzas and perfect little 9-inch personal size.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of we found it because our normal pizza spot, Salida, is not open yet.
Pizza Rio.
And so we're not going to wait around for them.
Nope.
We were hungry.
Yeah, 1, we were hungry, and 2, we have to make sure we can find our dispersed camping spot. Don't want to lose sunlight. Oh, and we have some videos of the last time we were here. There's this little this stream over here, and these guys in this cold weather are like surfboarding on this little downshoot thing. It's crazy that people are doing that. I just can't believe it.
Surfing in Colorado.
Yeah, crazy. All right, anyways, let's get on the road, get to our camping spot. After grabbing pizza in Salida, we hit the road again, heading towards Gunnison. At this point, the goal was simple. Find a place to camp for the night. We stopped at Monarch Pass first, hoping to find a good dispersed camping spot. But there wasn't much snow, and it just didn't feel like the place we were looking for. So we kept moving. From there, we made our way toward Gunnison and checked out Hartman Rock's recreation area. But when we got there, it was closed. Not exactly going to plan. At this point, we were just chasing a good place to land for the night. And sometimes, that's just part of the adventure. So we decided to head toward Cochetopa Canyon. We had originally planned to camp up on the ridge overlooking the mountains, but once we got up there, well, take it from us.
Oh, it is cold up here. I'll tell you what. Yeah, it says 39 degrees, but this wind chill.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah. We are on the ridge of, what are these mountains called? The Copla something mountains?
Cochetopa.
Cochetopa? I don't know. We'll put it right here. Anyways, we found this spot. We're about 8,600 feet, and it would be a good test for our diesel heater and tent. This is our first time using this setup, so this will be pretty exciting. I mean, just holding my phone right now to record this, my hands are cold.
I feel great.
Says the guy with his hands in his pocket. But we're gonna go back to the town of Gunnison. Probably, we might get some dinner or something, maybe some firewood.
But once we came back, something didn't feel quite right. Not much snow, and not exactly what we had pictured. Then we dropped down into the valley. And that's when we found it. Fresh snow, quiet trees, and the kind of place that just felt right. Cold air, the sound of a stream, and a mountain valley all to ourselves.
Well, guys, we've got camp set up.
That's right. All ready to go. Got the heater warming the tent right now. We're warming up by the fire, although honestly, it's not that cold.
Honestly, it's
Comparatively.
it's kind of crazy. The fire makes a big difference, I guess, but yeah, it feels great out here. We're just enjoying some good time by the fire.
After a long day of traveling.
I know, we drove so much today. It's crazy.
Yes, we found a couple places that were closed that we were going to camp at.
Yep. And then we found a place that we thought we might camp at, but then we were like, can't really have a fire up there because the
So
winds
windy.
were like 30 mile an hour. It was a lot of wind.
And so we came out. Actually, we've been close by. We've actually stayed over
Right over there.
at one point, one summer.
Yeah.
So, but it's a pretty cool place.
It is super cool. You can't really see, but the tent's right there. Got the Jeep, got all this snow.
Yes.
It's
So-
awesome. It's like a true Colorado snowy adventure.
That's right. Our first couple places had no snow, but, but we found some.
We did find some. And of course, tomorrow we'll end up in Crested Butte. So there's gonna be snow there, but we really wanted to have the first night in the tent with snow.
That's right.
And
And we found it.
we found it. It happened. So we're just gonna enjoy the rest of the night by the fire, rest, get all cozied up in our negative 30-degree sleeping bags.
And then we're going to enjoy the fire and then get some rest because
We got a busy day tomorrow.
Yes.
Good morning, guys.
Yes. Good morning.
Yeah,
It is 61 degrees here.
in the tent.
Yes, not outside.
Outside,
little-
it's much colder.
22 outside.
22 outside, and what's this?
61 in here.
61 in here. So
Actually, a little more.
In the morning, we woke up to a fresh layer of snow. Sometime during the night, it had come down just enough to change everything. Everything felt quieter, softer, like the whole canyon had slowed down. Mornings like this are hard to beat. No alarms, no noise, just waking up out here in the middle of nowhere. First thing on the list, coffee. And out here, it just hits different. It's moments like this, standing in this cold, fresh snow. It reminds you how blessed you really
this
are.
view, it's just absolutely beautiful.
Just being out there, in the middle of God's creation, kind of resets everything. After coffee, we had a simple breakfast. and then we packed up.
All packed up. Ready to go.
After packing everything up, we were ready to explore the mountains and see what the day had in store.
Someone needs to comb their hair or put on a hat.
It'll be fine. We're camping. We made it to our off-roading area. It's that, however you say that word, recreation area. It's actually pretty cool. We've been here before. They've got some campsites up in there, some dispersed camping.
Awesome trails, hiking.
Yeah.
All kinds of places.
So we just wanted to make sure we showed you where we were, because that's a little hard to pronounce. All right, we gotta get up here and unlock this gate. So it's also known for cattle. That's why they got the little cattle thingy. Not really sure what the name is, but I'm sure someone does. Apparently they've got this little sign right here. It says that they're gonna lock the gate on March 16th of this year. So I don't know why exactly, but I'm guessing it has something to do with the cattle. Got it resting on the little thingy.
After packing up camp, we headed over to the Cochetopa Canyon recreation area to do a little exploring. This is one of those spots we had been looking forward to. Getting off the main road and seeing what we could find.
That's cool. Oh yeah. That looks like people drive on it all the time.
Yeah.
This is the kind of place where you don't really have a plan. You just start driving and see where it takes you. Right from the start, there was already more snow than we expected. The higher we climbed, the better it got. Fresh snow, quiet roads, and not another person in sight. Eventually, we came up on a fork in the road. We had been here before, and we knew if we went left, we'd be heading somewhere familiar. But if we went right, we had no idea what was out there.
I know that if we go up to the left, that's where we went way back into the property. I don't know if we ever went that way. I bet that would connect to...
Let's try that. You could always pull up your mappy page.
Yeah.
So we went right. The further we went, the more it felt like we were getting into something new. Deeper snow, narrower roads, and views that just kept getting better. Eventually, the road led us straight out to the edge. And just like that, there was nowhere else to go. We didn't know it yet, but the rest of the day was about to completely change.
Okay, so the trail says we should be able to come down right here, but this looks pretty steep. Looks like
Trailway.
it may go that way. But there's supposed to be a trail down there somewhere that I didn't see. Let's walk over here, check it.
At this point, we were getting a little worried. We followed the map, but once again, the mountain had other plans.
Yeah, there's no way. That's insane. Now, if we were a giant rock crawler, maybe. But I don't see a trail down there. So I guess let's turn back and take that one that goes up and over the other way. It is cold and windy up here.
Yep.
But holy cow, it's beautiful. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And the camera does not do it justice. It is so much more beautiful in person.
It is. All right. Well,
Oh, let's get back in the car.
I hear a plane.
Yeah. Yeah, we just got the news that Uncle's plane, his flight got canceled. So he's in the process of seeing maybe get another flight out here or figure out what's going on. So
Well, we have a hotel room to ourselves.
yeah, we may have it all to ourselves, which is cool and would suck.
It would really suck.
But we're trying to stay in an area where we have good service. So if he calls, we can answer. We've got satellite through T-Mobile.
Texting it does great.
Yeah, texting it does great. I meant to say how well it does on
We haven't
phone
tried
calls.
calling.
Yeah. All right, well, we just got some news. We might be driving to Aspen. We might have to go pick him up from Aspen. But once we get to a better cell service area, we can give him a call, get some more
Whoa.
details, and we're gonna figure all that out. So, on to better
They're
service.
stuck in the airport, and we're in the middle of God's country.
Yes. So, there is a plus to driving.
Yeah.
You're not held to somebody else's decision making on if you're gonna make it or not. But yeah, we're on the way to get some better service. This is so much fun. If you're ever in the area, you really have got to come out here. It's just so much that we barely scratched the surface of these trails. Pretty crazy. Some of them are pretty expert level, so you just got to be careful.
Yes. Be wise.
Yeah, don't do anything that you are not 100% sure that you can get out of. That's another thing. You'll find a lot of trails that aren't on the maps. We're using Cal Topo. It's a great map app for backcountry. But some of these trails aren't on there, and some of the ones that are on there, like we just saw, aren't actually trails. So, or maybe they were at one time, but they're not anymore. Well, we just got off the phone with Uncle Jeff.
Not going to Aspen.
They canceled the Aspen flight. So he's looking at Grand Junction, but we're heading back to Gunnison just so we can have good, solid service. Maybe we'll grab a bite to eat for lunch.
It's looking like we're not having slow guards tonight.
Yeah, we may not have slow guards, which I was really looking forward to. We may, but yeah. But yeah, we're just on the way down these mountains, and then we'll get back into Gunnison and we'll do an update there.
We had a sense of anxiety driving back to Gunnison because we learned pretty quickly that plans in the mountains don't usually go the way you want.
We got another update for you. We will be going to Grand Junction as long as everything goes good in Dallas. About 40 minutes, and they'll be boarding their flight. Hopefully all things go good, but we got a little bit of time to burn, so we're gonna stop by this Alpine Brewing Company. They've got some cool lunch options, this cool Cuban, and a couple different options, but Cuban kind of caught my eye. Anyways, we're gonna go in, have some lunch, and hopefully all things go good.
After wrapping up lunch in Gunnison, we hit the road again. This time heading toward Grand Junction. It was about a 2.5 hour drive, but with the views like this, it didn't feel like it at all. The mountains, the snow, the open road, just another part of the journey, and another reminder of how incredible this place really is.
Well, we arrived in Grand Junction, Colorado. We're about 5 minutes away from the airport. Got confirmation that they landed, so they are there, which is very good.
Drove a long way for nothing.
Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, we're gonna pick them up, and then our next stop is Crested Butte, which is about 2.5 hours.
And we were only about half an hour away.
Yep.
Good morning, guys. We are at the resort. We got in last night. We had some awesome fried chicken at Slow Gars.
Ooh, was it ever good?
Oh, if you're ever in Crested Butte, you have to have it. But yeah, today we we've got our first snowboarding. I got my class and you're just gonna go have fun.
Yep.
But before all that, we gotta get some breakfast.
That's right. And
some coffee, some water, stay hydrated.
This crew likes to get up really early.
Yeah, very early. But we're
It's
here.
coffee time.
So we're gonna go do that and have some fun today and close out with some more good food.
After we finished breakfast, it was finally time to get on the mountain. And day one started with the lesson. And let's just say I had a lot to learn. Snowboarding looks easy until you're the one doing it. After a full day on the mountain, we headed back into town and grabbed some dinner at the Wooden Nickel. And this is a place that my family had been going to for quite some time now. But let's just say things have changed a little bit. But all things considered, we still had good food, good company, and a chance to slow things down a bit. Day 2 was all about getting better. And today, Dad was there to help me. After 30 years on a snowboard, he knows what he's talking about.
Raise your heels. There you go.
Run after run, things started to click. I'm still not perfect at this point, but I'm definitely getting better. And even though I fall at the end of this run, it felt good enough to take it to the next step. It was time for my first ride on the chairlift.
We're on our first lift.
First lift of the day.
That's right.
Pretty excited. I hope I don't fall again. We'll see.
Yeah, me too.
This honestly felt like a big step. No more practice area, no more flat ground. This was the real thing. We started on a mild slope, nothing too crazy, just enough to test it out. And for the first time, it actually started to feel natural. Still a long way to go, but I was getting there. After a few more runs, we call it a day and head back into town.
There you go.
A lot better on my toes.
We try out this place called 212. If you're in the area, you should definitely try it out. By day 3, we were ready for the main mountain, and everything really started to open up. By now you know, my dad has been accident-free for 30 years. But on one run, a kid cut in front of my dad, and he went down hard. Just like that, I was on the mountain by myself, still figuring it out.
Well, now I gotta get down.
Beautiful view. Look at that.
When I got to the base of the mountain, I met him at the hospital. Thankfully, it was a broken shoulder, and nothing worse. We decided to have lunch on the patio at Jose's, and we still made the most out of the time we had left. While I was hitting the slopes, Dad was at the base of the mountain. He planned on checking out this old restaurant called the Avalanche Bar and Grill, but apparently they closed, and now it's a Jamaican place, which the food actually looks really good, and Dad said it really was. The fireplace right here used to be where everyone would hang out. Around the same time he finished up at the Jamaican place, we were down at the base of the mountain again. We took the rest of the day slow and ended up at the bar inside the resort. We just relaxed and had a great night. The next morning, we had some breakfast, and it was time to get back on the road. Trips like this rarely go exactly how you plan them. But sometimes that's what makes them unforgettable. The memories, the places, the moments in between, it all becomes part of the story. Looking back, it was never just about snowboarding. And just like that, another chapter comes to an end.